welcome. Marvellous.
It's a beautiful sound too. Lovely surroundings in the valley of East Lothian.
Magnificent. My lord.
How good.
My lady. Introduce you to Ian. As you know, I'm
My
Ian.
lady.
2 years. Lovely to see you again, my lady.
You're very welcome.
We never
You're very
come
welcome.
empty-handed here.
Why, thank
So
you.
Scotland's
Thank you
national
very much.
drink.
Our other national... Lady Cranston, what a welcome, must I say, on behalf of Ian and myself, to Cranston Hall in the beautiful surroundings of East Lothian.
Unbelievable.
More than welcome.
Well, you're very welcome.
And I think we're going to have quite an interesting scene. I hear that Jimmy's got...
I would say
very
it's
few.
plants that go exquisitely in East Lothian, I say.
We've heard so much about them, we've read so much about them, and I think we're now going to see something different.
Good. This is good, yes. So, will we just proceed now?
Certainly, just come
Welcome,
in.
Lady Cranston. Ian?
For love, thank you.
Good, good.
Would you like to come in and meet the family?
How nice.
Well, the little Cranstons were made in.
Oh, yes.
Or am I?
Should we see no more at
Should we go in now?
Don't look at the painted porch, because that's Ben's.
Porch is exquisite. Ian,
This,
what's in there?
I've really not seen anything like this in my life before.
No.
What an example. A clematis.
This is what it's all about, of course.
The family lord and lady.
Lord and lady.
So we'll now go in and have a small refreshment.
Just small refreshment.
Come in and have a
Thank you.
wee
Nice. Yes, very nice to you. May we call you Jimmy on this
Oh,
occasion?
I'm sure you can
just
call
for
me
the
on
day.
anything you like.
Just for today. Now you're going to show us round your acreage. A vast acreage it is.
Aye,
And we
206.
can't push round this in about 5 minutes.
No, it'll take you
So-
another 5 days.
About 5 days, yes. This is the power of wealth, of course, Jimmy.
Very much.
206 acres. Can't
206
believe it.
acres here. Amazing.
I'm just so keen to see it.
Oh well, I think we should dash through the gate now, and I'm sure that Jimmy has got a lot to show us here, Jimmy. Now, shall we continue, my lord, or Jimmy?
Yes, just
Whatever
follow me.
comes
Come
first.
and
You
see
don't
the-
mind being called Jimmy just for the
Not
day?
at all.
Good,
Come
good.
with-
Oh, carry on.
This is good. Oh, Ian,
Oh.
you first.
This
Expanse of plain
it strikes you absolutely the minute you walk into
And the
the
leaks.
place.
Vast
And,
expanse of the place.
Oh,
the weeks are actually an excellent.
they're looking actually quite well for the time of year,
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Beautiful.
What's this kind of brown?
This is actually the remnants of the beans.
Oh, remnants of the beans.
Oh,
You
well,
mean they've been beans?
They've been beans,
Bean
but now
beans.
they're no more.
Yes,
what,
exactly.
what would you like to say? They've been and gone.
Been and gone,
Exactly.
yeah.
And they probably went.
What we
they,
would-
they probably went, as Jimmy says.
What we would term in the trading is, as they say, they've been and gone.
Yes,
Ah, yes,
I think, right.
And if you'll just proceed along here, we'll just have a wee walk and see what we can see. And but I've never actually gone round to that. I don't really need them.
Your gardeners don't really mind us walking by.
I don't.
Is it a union, Jimmy? In the union, are they allowed a tea break?
Who's that?
Your two
The
gardeners?
two gardeners there.
Oh,
There's gardeners there.
No. They just come out from under the pot and shed.
Oh, now and again. Oh,
Cover them up in the autumn. Dig them up in the spring. The compass.
It's just helpful. They pick out slugs from under the den.
this is true. This is great.
Destroy a few vermin now and again.
Well, we won't bother about it. We'll move on.
Looking at the state, what a wonderful state was.
Beautiful.
So much about it.
Absolutely. This is, of
What's-
course,
what's-
out of season and
Yeah,
everything's so
definitely.
damp and
Well,
frosty.
it was so nice to be invited here at this time of year.
Well,
What a beautiful outlook with the cold frames, the walled garden through there. I see the rasps. You've not got into the rasps yet,
Not yet.
Jimmy?
not yet.
No. You're going to.
Oh,
how are you going to cut them back?
Well, probably just dive in there with a pruning knife and have a jolly good time slashing everything.
This is good. And nothing like a good slash, Jimmy.
Yes,
Very,
no answer to
nothing
that,
like
Ian.
Without a doubt.
No,
I must comment on Mary's steak pie today.
and the hospitality
Oh,
in the manor.
Never tasted wine from the cellars like that in my life.
And I believe that you make everything homemade,
Oh, absolutely.
right down to your music, which we saw at the introduction. And yes, well, we could never blank them out of it.
God almighty.
You know,
So-
your homemade wine, the garden. I believe you're damn near self-sufficient, Jimmy.
I would say so.
Good.
Absolutely.
Good. except for your wife.
Yes, I would imagine so as well.
Lady
She's
Mary?
very self-sufficient. She's a very self-sufficient.
She certainly is. We have commented that a few times, yes?
I've heard so much and read so much, so I think it's going to be wonderful when you go into the greenhouse. I hear that Jimmy has money trees.
Well,
And
I think it's solved everybody's problem.
Well, I think we should just proceed to the greenhouse.
And I've heard even better that he's got grouse tubers.
Never. Grouse tubers.
Tubers, yeah, and
Yes.
they only come to fruition once every 70 years. You'll remember the last time.
Oh, of course, but
yes.
of course, yes.
But I believe Jimmy is now only the third person in Scotland to perfect this grouse tuber. And
Well, it's worth seeing.
it might not be quite right, but we're quite willing maybe to have a wee shufty.
A shufty.
And a wee taste.
And what about this famous money tree?
Well, it's not top secret that I've heard that there's people like a Mr. McLaughlin who actually takes the leaf from the fall.
Yes.
And he puts it in a funny drawer that you push buttons on and it comes out.
Yes, this is true. Does he not bed them down?
I don't know exactly what he does with them. That's the gardener's going back to
I
work.
think it's something
This is
to do
really
with propagation.
Fantastic.
But
Is
he
that,
hasn't the right
is that the gardener's back to work again?
Yes, I think you are.
Without even a word of command?
I take it they're very loyal to you, Lord Cranston.
Absolutely. And they don't get paid, you know.
Don't get paid.
Oh, no.
How do they survive then?
Well,
Are they self-sufficient?
of course, being a mild period here, they're only out in mild winters. I mean,
Mild
they're
winters.
They're normally hibernating.
This is
Ah, this goes back to, remember the compost heap when we were down in Cambridge?
Cambridge, yes. Yes, I do.
And usually dig the gardeners into the winter,
This is true.
cover them over with compost maker, and they dig them up in the spring.
Dig them up in the spring.
Yeah.
Yes. Not a better time, I would say, for gardeners getting dug up, would you?
Oh, the spring, isn't it wonderful that in East Lothian that Jimmy can keep his gardeners from going into
It
hibernation?
really is.
I think it says a lot for the climate.
Do you not? Do you think so, Lord Cranston?
Well, I think so.
Jimmy?
I think so.
Yes, yes, I would
Aye.
say that. Well,
And
I think, Ian, that we should now. Were you going to say something?
I'm just looking at what they do. I mean, unsupervised, they just, I don't know if we can have a wee look at what they're doing, but
I don't know.
is he going to get, as you say, Jimmy, have a slash in the rasps?
I think he might be testing to see
Testing
if
the
it's
old
ready.
canes? The old
Ready,
canes?
yes, the cut out.
Yeah.
Do they always work as far away as that,
Not,
Jimmy?
not really.
No, do they often work nearer to home
Well,
or nearer to the big house?
I think normally they're quite close to their home base.
And what is Ben actually doing just now, Jimmy?
Well, Ben is now removing the
Last
ancient
of potatoes?
pumpkins that have
Pumpkins,
been left in the ground there, and he's going to actually take them back and deposit them in the path there, so that they can be collected later on.
And why has Will got the brush in the garden? Or is really just threw it?
had the brush, yeah.
Yes, Will just threw the brush down.
Well,
I think Will's abandoned ship, don't
Will's
you?
not under dispute, is he?
Good
I think he's actually given up. But there again, one just ignores this sort of thing.
Oh.
Would you mind if I just had a wee walk up and had a look what Ben was going
Well,
to
I
do
think it could be a good idea.
there? I'm so
Yes,
interested.
flash a look at
Ben flashes past us. Never have to be told anything Ian, about gardening, these two.
I would just like to go down and have see what Will's about to do.
Well,
with this
just
field.
I wonder what it is.
Could you give him a shout, Jimmy?
I say, Bill.
Could you come over to our commentary position for a minute, Will? Yes, you. Yes. Oh, he's
Hey,
going all the way back the way
What a
again.
movement with the wheelbarrow there, did you see that?
Terrific mover of the wheelbarrow.
Just turn
You
round.
notice how he actually reversed there.
Oh,
That's quite a manoeuvre.
It's good.
and Ben.
Ben's got the bicycle.
It's Ben. I know this is a big acreage, Lord Jim, but does your gardener need a bike to go around it?
It's so huge, really.
He's off again.
But
Good.
eventually it has.
Ben's away to the wall garden. Could I ask Will a few things?
Well,
Will, I
Lord
believe
Cranston.
you've worked here all your days.
Come in here.
I see
I
you
believe-
selecting.
yes. Yes, I was on my way to weigh up the situation up the
I
field
think
there.
it is probably.
Way up the city, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes. This will be for weighing your leeks and things like that,
Oh, absolutely.
Lord Cranston.
The huge
Yes.
tubers.
I take it you scale everything down.
Oh, I would think so.
They've all got...
Yeah, not to do any more funnies, right? Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, this is lovely.
And
This is
what do you think of working in this paradise?
Very pleasant, very pleasant.
here.
We're now at middle of
Here
December.
comes Ben. Could we have a few words with Ben? You think?
Would Ben speak to us?
Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben. Ben.
And how do you
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How do you like working here, Ben?
Absolutely wonderful.
Lord Cranston good to you?
Oh, yes.
And his
not a
wife?
better man
I believe
or woman in the world.
Oh, this is good.
I believe actually you don't get paid for what you do.
Oh, no, all voluntary.
Voluntary.
Yourself
We get bed and food, of course,
This is
which
good.
is quite a good arrangement.
This is good.
It sounds very good to
Very
me.
good indeed to me.
And free drink.
Does your heart fall off very often?
I see your
Just
gardener
now-
has kind of
now and again.
cracked a wee bit.
Of course.
He's always been a bit cracked, but we've
Oh.
made allowances for
Oh,
him.
Oh, this is true.
This is why
Hence
this
the
is round for
bandage
you.
to hold
The
pot
dog is
together.
trying to get in the act
Well,
here,
may
Ian.
I now give you back your pot? And
Oh, thank you very much, Flubble Up.
Love
is
the
this
love.
East Lothian language, Lord?
It's one of these ancient Pictish languages that have never really been sorted out.
Does that go with
But-
Pictish and shovel?
Oh, well, occasionally, but that was Irish. I brought
The
that
dog
across.
trying to get in
Take
the
it
act
this is the
here.
family dog?
Yes.
Yes,
If you don't mind, we'd like to get on with our duties now.
certainly.
Uh,
Feel
because-
free.
That's all. What are you going to do next?
Well, we're just going to warm the shovels up and turn a bit soil over.
This is good.
Wonderful. And do you dig the acreage yourself?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Between you and Will?
Yes.
Wonderful.
So,
Well, seeing the rain's coming on, we'll leave them to their weeds. We'll dive towards the greenhouse, and Lord Cranston, or Jimmy, as we cry him, will
Did-
say,
Just
show us
somebody-
all these rare plants he has in the greenhouse, because it's getting rather
And
cold out here.
everyone's heard so much about these plants, and I think it's going to be wonderful that the viewers can now see them.
Wonderful. So, if everybody bears with us, we'll just into the greenhouse now, Lord Cranston.
And remember your dinner when you say.
Into the greenhouse.
Always thinking about the butters. Get a nice sit. And there's Ben going down to the shed.
So it is. Ben's very conscious, working in the rain.
But Jimmy said to me your dinner's in the shed, so he's just
So he's just
down
heading down the shed now, yes. I see Will hanging about there. Is Will waiting on something?
there. Is Will to get the dinner in the shed, Jimmy?
Oh, well, I think he might manage something there as well, you know, although he's been very naughty today.
Go to the shed, Willie, and get your dinner. This is
And
good.
he's just going
It's
under.
good, yes. You have robot conditions here, Lord.
We don't like to command your gardeners, Jimmy, while we're here, but oh no, he's decided he's going to dig.
No,
before
he's-
the
He's
dinner.
doing something.
He's not having dinner at all.
And actually, the dog's even trying to help.
In fact, the dog plays a wicked game of football area.
He's just kind of forking about there. I don't think he's digging trench-wise, do you?
No, they're not pleased. They're digging in each other's trench.
Will has actually left Ben at the moment.
My lord, they don't have dig a garden
Oh,
quick.
there's one making an excellent job.
The speed that they're- I can't believe this.
No,
In East Lothian that
They
they're
slowly
working for-
non-union shop.
There's a highlight. We're going into Lord Cranston's greenhouse, and I believe we've got some unbelievable plants.
This is the thing we've come all the distance to see, eh?
We've done a few miles now.
Oh, done a few miles,
in our
eh, eh?
gardens. but
Aye.
From what I gather, and Jimmy, if we may call you that again, what have you got in store in the greenhouse?
Secrets galore.
This is
Which have never been seen.
my lord, or
By
Jimmy,
the
or
way.
Lord Cranston, whatever I may call you.
And I
We are absolutely in for a feast of tropical
Indeed
plants.
you are.
We've been as far as Cambridge, Brighton, Inverness. We're now in East Lothian, and I believe there are some plants here that are succinct to the part of the world.
Magic. Magic. Sheer magic.
So, do you think we should just head in? And
Yes, just head in,
Jimmy,
yes.
you can show us.
Ian?
Thank you, Ian.
Oh, marvellous. Oh, my God. Oh! I'm a back as well.
I don't know who Jimmy's back is. Another wee.
Marvellous plants here with gold tops, red tops, and I see in the background the famous money tree.
Which
which we will come back and tell you about in the second half of this programme.
At the moment, Jimmy has invited us in for a cup of tea and a bun to the mansion. So, Ian, would you like to come in and join me?
Well, it will make a change from the grouse and the beer that we've been served in the house.
I think we've had enough. We're just ready for a wee bite to eat now.
This is true. So, join us in the second half of the programme.
Brilliant. We're now inside the glass house in Lord Cranston's establishment. What do you think of the show of the plants?
There's really no words for that. I just cannot understand.
We'll be stuck the word very short.
No, this is true of hospitality.
The series I've got on. But let's forget about the bench just for a minute.
Right.
I'll put that.
Just a minute then,
Now, I see you looking in the bench. Now, Jimmy, I've got to ask you about this plant here. It's about in the stage of fruition. Would you not agree?
Extremely rare.
Very rare.
I would say so.
What would you, Ian and I, we've been all around Scotland, England, doing the Beechgrove Garden, and now at Lord Cranston's place.
Oh,
Well, this wee plant actually, I think, is probably the boozer's dream.
oh, without a doubt.
Boozy Florus?
It is boozy multiflorus, in fact.
Multiflora.
Oh, multiflorus. But if, Ian, you didn't know that.
No, I certainly didn't know, Ian.
I
And
thought
eventually-
it was going to be a single flower. No?
Oh no. What you see there actually is only the initial floret producing a wee flower at the top there, and this bursts into a multitude.
A gold flower.
And
Gold flower?
Mm-hmm.
would I be right in saying, I'll never get Ian to back me up, if we repotted this into a bigger plot, would it be...
It's rather like garlic. Split it up, and you've got the whole thing to yourself.
Oh, really?
It's self-regenital. What a word.
Words to that effect.
What a word.
Ian? Yes, I would say words to that effect.
I think I saw a specimen when come in there. See, over on...
Oh, yes.
You've got
Oh,
this bigger
yes.
spot.
Oh,
This-
this is just one of your...
This, of course, is right under the light here.
Well, I was thinking, Jimmy, did you grow that in a bigger pot, hoping that a bigger bottle would appear at the end of the day?
You notice I've got my dibble in my hand because I must...
You see, I mean, like every
Point
other...
this out, my dibble.
Like every
He's
other
always
beer
dibbling
now.
and dabbling,
Dibbling
mind you.
is
Oh,
that,
okay.
really, right.
Forget about these kind of
But-
jokes.
That is
No, you
really
just-
up to the light.
You just
Can I see
Oh,
this?
certainly.
That you want.
You're the expert on that, Ian.
Jimmy, I would say that you...
You think that's
What
a
would
better
you-
specimen?
Oh,
no,
yes.
no, what were you thinking? I think that's been sitting too close to the wall.
Too close because it's got
It's
slight,
got
See
a
the
slight
got a
cant.
crank in it.
I
Cant
think
with the light.
that's been looking for the light, yes.
Heads for the light, heads for the light, and that's how
Do you think this? Do you think this will have a bigger root?
I doubt very much. You see, it just doesn't... It's not just the way the plants and the pot or the roots and all the rest of it. There's more to it than that.
But Ian, we've never seen anything like this any place.
No, really.
Well, I'm not
Only one
surprised.
place we've seen this was the day we went to Dunbar.
Dunbar, yes.
Dunbar.
I remember Dunbar well.
Yes.
And there's
This is
another
where the-
gardener, I don't know if
This
Jimmy
is
might
true.
know him. Jack Anderson.
Jack Anderson.
And
Jack Anderson produced something like this, which is really
from the
has
gardens of
always
Berwick.
been
And that's a
Oh, a damn name variety again. of course. You've got to do like that,
Peebleshire.
haven't they?
People's,
Peebleshire, but he grew this at Dunbar.
And he's propagated it. Belhaven, I think, is actually put.
Yeah.
Bellhaven, the Bellhaven
Yeah.
Gardens.
That's it.
Bellhaven Gardens.
I remember
would
it
say
when we
that-
were there. But
I would say that this really is a unique thing because
Yeah.
it only really grows in Peebleshire. What's the name of it, the arena? I can't describe it. I haven't got my glasses on just now.
Traquair House Ale.
Traquair House Ale.
But
Now-
Jimmy, yours is a magnificent specimen, but
Well, that's
it's
not got the name.
It has,
not got
no,
the
it hasn't got the body.
It probably has, but you see, it's still not got the name.
Shall we
Partake.
partake of a sampling session, do you think?
well, we'll come back to that, I think.
To the Traquair or to the...
Ian, you've never seen it.
No, well, we'll put them away just now.
No.
We've other
Put them
No,
away
no.
just now.
While you were there,
Sure.
Ian, we've been all around Britain, haven't we?
All round Britain, Ian.
I bet you've noticed it. Ian put a name to this. Now look, what a magnificent specimen of a plant.
That's got me beat. I'm beat. I'm really beat.
I've seen it 3 times before.
In full bloom.
Yes.
Is that full bloom?
No, well, I would say now, you're not going to see it at this time of year, a plant in bloom to this extent. Because look,
Certainly the £20 notes, this is unique.
This is...
East Lothian, saw it,
Of course,
Cranston Hall.
that is not a £20 note. That is a £20
Now,
bloom.
to the benefit of the viewers, what a specimen. Got to prune it this time of the year,
This is true.
tip of the month.
Putting
Now,
them on right into it, Ian.
I don't know if Jimmy,
You've got to get right in. Have you got your own secateurs?
yes, I've got them here, but for the benefit of the viewers, now, Jimmy, how would you prune this?
Well,
I know how, Ian and I have discussed this, we know
Yes,
how we
we
would
know.
prune
I certainly would leave the lower
buds.
buds on
Yes,
because they're
because
obviously going to grow.
that's a young shoot.
The top parts up here, take them off first.
finished with. That's
Yes,
old wood.
Oh,
Old
yes.
wood.
Would you like to cut them off, Ian?
Yes,
And,
I'll just take this for now.
This one here, which is obviously dying, you know.
Oh,
Well, do you think we should start here?
Well, I think you
Oh,
can take this
lower.
one off here.
Well,
that one?
for the benefit of the viewers, no, look, you take the plant, right, we'll go through it in stages.
Right.
So, we'll now cut.
Oh.
You get it?
Right.
Would you like my secateurs, Ian?
Thank you, Ian.
Well, do you not think we should really go just back to the old business, eh?
The old wood or the
Using
knife?
a pruning knife.
This is true.
Right. Ian,
This is true.
this is where you know a true enthusiast. The
You
knife.
see,
Oh,
they forget about the real instrument.
is that what happened there? Good God.
I'm
Good God. Is there something happened again?
I'm sorry,
No, carry on.
Jimmy, there's
Ignore
no-
the sound effects in the background.
Sorry about this, Jimmy. There's maybe a wee pain in a way. So.
Could be
Oh, you've
bad.
got an eye in there.
Ah, well,
Yes.
Of course,
If
knowing
what?
you're from a younger generation, you wouldn't
Of course.
know how to use any of these things.
This is
well,
true. Excuse my young friend.
well,
Jimmy?
Ian, less of the young. The friend, yes, young. Right.
Yes, that's it.
Now, what about the fruit bud?
Well, the fruit bud must be left on because naturally, in the next year, they're going to produce
You want new growth?
the growth for
For the
view.
viewers, are these things, the wee brown ones, is that what your latest?
Ian, you've got it. They will
Ladies-
actually seed up to the top here, but it's time of year now. He says that will probably go brown and
Really
fall off
marvellous.
and
really.
get lost. So, what we've got to do for the new wood next year?
Just a wee bit snip, a wee bit there.
Lord Cranston, your secretary's on that.
Well, would you like to?
Yes.
Yes, go back to the old fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back from when I did my time. So, right?
And remember, always cut away from you.
Yes. But, Jimmy, I've got to remember that the fruit, this is a rare plant. The bud,
Oh,
you want to
leave it. Oh.
take the bud growing out the way.
Yes, always make it grow.
There is publicans in the town that really save these blooms up.
Now, what a magnificent specimen.
I don't know what's very much.
No, really, no.
Ian and I did, when we were at Dunbar, we met a Mr. McLaughlin.
Never.
Yes, and I don't know if you
No,
agree
could
with
I
that.
interrupt just now? Because he wouldn't entertain £20 £10
He was a bit coarse as a
£10
gardener.
blues.
So
because
he
he
was
called
cutting
them,
back to the
he
the
called
seed.
them ton flowers. He loved ton flowers, and in
Well-
fact he used to bed them again at night when you walked in.
You've got to watch how you seed these. Yes. Right. Thank you for
I'm
the
sorry.
interruption.
I'm
So,
sorry.
I turned around and I said, right, I said, cut off with discard then because they'll never come again.
Rubbish.
Now, Jimmy, do you think you would agree with me when I say you've got to take, it's the old wood, you must take it right back to the fruit bud.
As far back as you can. In fact, take all these.
Winter pruning, all this is,
Absolutely, right
that's,
back.
that's
And
supplemented.
remember, you must cut from here upwards.
And
I think you made a slight mistake there, actually, because one must actually,
that's, the bud
Oh,
is
aye.
growing out the
and
way.
always cut away. Take it in your hand like that. And
Always take it in your hand. Is this the theory?
And
Now,
cut
always
away.
take it in your
Hold it in
hand.
one hand
Lord
We-
Cranston.
and
Well,
cut away.
Could I just interrupt you just now,
Yes.
Lord Cranston? Do you always take it in your hand, Lord Cranston?
Very often.
Very often. This is good.
I've got
Ian,
the
do
same
you often
problem.
take it in your hand?
I've got to nowadays.
This is good. This is good.
I'll do the fun as I've told you. I will.
Roger.
Now, do you think we should cut away?
Oh, definitely. Aye.
Cut
And
away.
can the camera get into this? The bud is growing out. That is a young bud.
And that will grow into
You
one
see,
of these lovely shapely things here.
green florets.
Oh,
This-
green for it.
That's a little larger.
Mm-hmm.
Could we discard this? I think you would agree with
Oh,
me.
I think so.
I would think so.
And
in
leave
fact, if you want the hard winter prune, do you think we could go down as far as
almost
here?
as far as this.
And that bud is going to grow that way.
Yes.
So,
So,
if you've got the time, what we'll do is,
you've always got.
Oh,
got to be
you
hard.
bang it.
right, so we just discard that, right?
Actually, yeah.
Now, do with that. Ian, would you not agree this is looking like a wonderful piece of...
I'm actually looking at the moment of the English Latin diary.
Right, I'm trying to prune a plant.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm carried away with this.
We've got to finish pruning this plant. So, where would you think, Ian, now?
Now,
You've got old wood, old flowers, old leaves, younger flowers, younger again. So we've got a young bud there, we've got a...
you must just.
Well, obviously, you must try and get back to
Lord Cranston.
basics.
Lord Cranston.
Prune to the bud.
Lord Cranston.
Prune to the
This,
bud.
I must say, prune to the bud.
You
Lord
agree with
Cranston.
me, Ian? Right, this is what...
Yes.
I'm a bit tough.
But you see,
This is true, but
I
buds are
think
precious.
you guys are really a wee bit sort of coarse about
So,
it.
we've discarded all this.
Oh, yes.
And that's an old leaf, I know what's that.
Oh, I'm sure it. You shove them aside.
Jimmy, what do you think this is going to come to next year?
Fruition.
Fruition.
Oh,
And look at the buds.
Oh,
and a
beautiful.
multitude of lovely flowers, which will probably be in the 50s, 100s, and maybe even...
So you agree with the winter pruning?
Oh,
hard
absolutely.
prune.
Prune it hard back, and
But
really...
Let's not forget, the old wood we've taken away. Can I just go down and get one? We could take seeds.
I think it should fund that.
No, but look, I think Ian would agree with me. Do you not think that you could get a seed?
Ian was trying to get
Oh,
to
of
the
course,
square.
it's just a... These are
And, well, let's just take
from the
Ian.
leaf axles as well.
No, well, let's leave the leaf axles, and Ian, I've got a box down at your foot. This,
Oh.
for propagation purposes,
Oh, this is the old business again, but we didn't bother with that nowadays.
you could do actual
I mean,
cutting.
you could,
All
you
we
know.
do is put
I mean,
them-
amateurs should try it occasionally.
No, I disagree with that, Ian. I
Well-
think they should be further apart. I think they should be about there.
You're going for a bigger plant.
And
aren't you?
about there. Of course I'm going for a bigger plant, because this is the plant. No.
This is the one.
Lord
That,
Cranston, would you not agree with that?
this plant is the common name
Space them
as
out.
the wife plant, because the wife always thinks that the money grows in trees,
Mm.
and she doesn't know that it does. So, Ian is obviously going for a much bigger fruition at the end of the day.
Yes, I would say.
So, what, 2 years, and you'll get a big leaf at the end of it?
Well, I would say
A bit longer?
just a wee bit longer.
A bit longer.
Sterling, actually, this, one of the names for this plant is, which of course have changed it over the years actually, is actually Sterling matrinensis. You know, which of course
Yes.
means the
I've heard that Jack Anderson from Belhaven, he calls this Sterling
To get
multiflora.
back to Jack Anderson again, this plant that Jack Anderson grew at Belhaven
We'll put this
Garden is really unique, and we haven't sampled it yet. Now, come on, Ian. We must sample this.
Well,
Do you not agree, Lord Cranston?
Well, I think we should.
It's honest to God.
Ian, I don't want to hit you in the head or anything.
No.
Because,
Feel free.
no, I usually do. But I've got the Cranston Supreme here.
Never.
Now look,
Oh, well.
can we just clear the space in the
Oh,
bench?
well. I shall take the background.
Yeah, you've got to.
I shall take the background.
This is a plant that's glassiflora there.
Do you mind if I just nip down the greenhouse for a second?
Feel free. But I'm going to describe the, see this? This has now been in abeyance for how long?
99 years, actually.
Ian remembers that. The last
99
time we
years.
were
I
here,
remember it. Yeah.
Ian remembers it well. And do you remember we took the tuber and we put it on, and you said put it under sphagnum, and I said, well, different from the
Sphagnum here.
sphagnum moss.
Oh, yes. I remember.
Mossum
And
spagnomosis.
Oh, yes.
Now there's a flower here.
Certainly is a flower of beauty.
Lord Cranston, have you seen that sphagnum flowering before?
200 years ago, I did, actually.
Well, I don't
Is that how
remember it.
old Mary is?
No, she's only...
194, she told
She
me.
just managed it, I think, actually.
God, it's amazing.
Well, I'm now going to, that's the flower, and what a rare specimen. Can I
Beautiful.
sit that? I've plucked it with a pea. Can I sit it beside the cyclamen? Now, this is going to be an occasion that happens, as you said, every 99 years. Can we split the sphagnum and see
And
what?
see
Well,
what...
why not?
Is there a tuber?
Why not?
Jimmy,
Is there a
Right
tuber
into
there?
it.
There is a tuber there.
Good
it's
God.
what they call a bell tuber.
A bell
Bell-shaped tuber.
Yes.
That's one of the
Amazing.
small one. There's a bigger one in there, but
Is that how it starts?
should we try
Amazing.
that? Or let's have a wee look.
Let's have another look.
Oh,
Oh, well.
and look,
Oh! Well, this is good.
that just shows
That
that
is-
wildlife still go to the old
It
tubers.
just looks like Paddy Hooton on a Saturday night. It's crawling up
Crawling
the road.
home,
Crawling
aye.
home. Yes, just
I've
to-
told you I'll do the funnies.
This
Ian.
is true. This
Right.
is true.
That what a specimen.
Good God.
Can we
the
just
lazy
pick this
snail.
off and let's
Ah,
not be cruel?
just-
Let's not be cruel to the wee bugger.
No.
Oh, no.
Right,
Oh,
we
no.
can
We'll
do
put it all... And it's a
Grant.
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 Grants.
Grant.
Now, isn't that amazing?
This is amazing. It's a mixed breed, is it not? Do you think you should really have them in the same bed? A Bells and a Grant?
What's going to happen out of these, Jim?
Well, I think they'll be consumed eventually, like most tubers of any kind.
I shudder to think.
Plus,
But-
they might propagate. Do you think we should really...
Well, I think you should keep the small one.
Small
Naturally.
one?
The small one propagates better.
Oh, aye.
And
So,
take the
right,
big one away.
That's the sap. Now,
This is true.
There is something delectable inside.
And can you actually drink these things?
well, it doesn't taste too bad. Smell too bad.
No, if your taste buds are at your nose, yes.
Do
That's
you think we
good.
should try it?
Water?
This
Would
is
you
a
like-
sap. Yeah,
Oh,
see,
water.
Ian, you've got the water. Now, Ian, let me give a view.
Water first, yes. Yeah, no
Right.
problem.
Now, taste this sap. Oh, fruition. Lord Cranston, what can we say more? We've found your tubers that have been going for years. Ian, can you say any more than...
No, not really. And I think the only thing I can say is the day that we were at the bar at Belhaven Gardens.
No, 8 months ago, yes.
8 months ago.
And,
This is where
Jack
we found
Anderson.
this lovely blue.
yeah, and I see Lord Cranston's got cuttings.
Cuttings, yes, always. He always takes cuttings of these rare leaves.
Can,
I say, Jack Anderson,
can we just taste the sap?
well, I would think that, I don't think Jack would mind.
Well, let's...
Well, let's just eat. Yeah, I think with the shortage of glasses, I think we just drink
Yes.
it out of the bottle.
Yes, we'll just a wee taste.
Would you like to let Lord Cranston drink it first?
Oh, beg your
Certainly.
pardon, Lord.
How ignorant, Ian, how ignorant can you get?
Well, it's just so used to we're calling him Jimmy all day,
This is true.
and we've been made so welcome.
This is guitar in his hand. I should say
Yes.
his concertina.
Well, guitar.
Guitar, yes. Now,
Lord,
what do you,
what would
do
you
you
say?
think of that, my lord?
My Lord seems to be enjoying it.
Excellent.
I would
I
think
see
so, my
you've got
lord.
the
He's just
blue
about
at the
drunk the
bottom.
bloody
Jimmy,
bottle.
can I have a wee,
Do you think anybody else
Rather
could have a
like,
drink, my lord?
You see, it's well matured because it's there.
This is true. At least it was there.
do you think we could take a cutting off
I
of it?
think that might be. You see, it's a bloom.
I was
It's
thinking,
like a bloom in a peach.
I think we should go for
Blooming
an actual cut.
Ian, if I was you, I would drink that because
Well, we'll have a wee taste
it's
first.
obvious if you're
and then
going
we'll
back
take
to my
an
lord, he's
actual
going to
cut.
drink a lot. He's obviously impressed by that bloom.
Very much so.
Oh, Ian.
Oh,
That's
shit.
something-
Dare I? Dare I?
Something different.
Dare I have?
And then I think we'll take an actual cut and we'll just finally plant it. We could put it in our box with the...
Oh, I think so.
My lord, that's too good for you.
Right, can we just, before we finish,
Are we all finished or are we Scottish? What are we?
I told you I'll do the funnies.
This
Ian.
is true, this is true.
If you just give me the bottle, I just want to show the viewers how we can plant a triqueer.
In fact, I would say a triqueer would be better hanging in the hanging basket.
No, I don't think so.
No, I
No?
don't agree
You
with you.
disagree, my
Alan.
lord?
Oh, I must have think. I really think that
I think you would agree with me what I'm going to do now.
you must.
You're going to put this for future reference.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh, yes.
Axle cutting, again.
Mm-hmm. Making sure that the
Shore up the base.
yes, and making sure that the leaves are buried there.
You
But
notice a small
one
leaf?
must leave this tiny piece coming up here, this fragment,
That's an air root.
and there it goes.
So, and now...
In probably about 3 months' time, there'll be 25 bottles in
25 bottles.
now
Well, Ian,
what more do you want out of
Ian,
a bottle of Jack Anderson? And I believe that you're well acquainted with Jack, and Jack doesn't mind you
there. Oh, I don't think so.
sharing cuttings,
Ah,
because
we-
you're all gardeners alike.
I wouldn't think so either.
This is really-
Anyway,
I must.
Lord Cranston,
Oh,
we've nothing left to say, but the hospitality we've seen here today
oh,
has been unreal.
really
As
fantastic.
Lady Cranston has made us soup.
Oh,
She's given us pieces.
our steak pie was a bit worse, but we've been in worse places.
Yes.
Oh, with
We'll be in better places.
Oh, we'll be. Without a doubt, we'll be in better.
But what you've done for us today is just not real.
Not really. What plants to sample before we call it a day?
Well,
So,
it's been very nice having you.
oh yes, oh
I thought it was awfully nice of us being with you today.
yes. I thought we invited ourselves pretty well today.
Exactly.
So, Jimmy, need we say more, but to Lord Cranston, Lord of Cranston
I
Hall,
take my hat off.
I lift my hat to
Oh,
and say,
out of it, and put it on again as well.
and I say,
This
Jimmy
is good.
can only say all the best in the future.
Oh,
And I
On
hope
behalf of Ian and myself,
And I hope your pipes get better
yes, I'm sure they
Someday.
will.
and
someday.
we just hope that
All your blooms come well.
we've lost the money tree. We just hope that that can come to fruition next year.
The money tree is lying on the floor. Dead blooms.
No, that's...
I'm sure
that's the
Milton
thought.
McLaughlin would love dead blooms, but
Well, a wee thing
will we,
before we
will
go.
we collect them up?
A wee thing before we go.
Yeah.
We could turn in and say to Milton McLaughlin, would you like that? And he puts it in this wee drawer, electronic. But us as gardeners, we turn round and say,
We don't
We
know
throw them
about
away.
these blooms.
I says, that,
Rubbish.
we don't want
Absolute
it.
rubbish.
We cut it away and we start from scratch
Absolutely.
again.
In fact, the blooms I picked earlier on, they were
And you
what we called Benji, Pearson,
no.
tomato,
No, that's money for Benji.
Benji.
Yes.
I wonder if Sheila knew he had such beautiful blooms in his drawers.
Well, it's the first I've seen his drawers all day.
This is true. Probably the first Sheila's seen as well.
Aye, for 3 weeks.
So I wouldn't think they're worth very much.
No, if you want to keep them as a remembrance of Cranston Hall,
I would say
either that.
throw away.
Yes.
Throw away.
So, Lord Cranston,
Thank you.
I only say,
I was just hoping they'd phone it a tank now, actually.
No,
can,
no.
can we only say Thank you.
Lord Cranston, for a wonderful day.
We shall look after the blooms that are fallen.
Good.
Will you take my hand?
I don't know
Lord
what
Cranston?
fallen blossoms will be.
Because it has been a beautiful day, and really,
Ian, have
I
we,
don't-
out of all our miles, have we seen anything else?
Nothing like
Ian,
Nothing like this.
fantastic,
So,
fantastic. And what is this in the wall? Up here.
that's an old newspaper cutting you've got,
It
isn't
goes
it?
on the white 5.
RNLI goes on the wagon, 5 pubs go broke.
Good God.
Had you anything to do with this?
Who are
No, I
these
think that must be
RNLI?
the bloody lifeboat again.
Who are these RNLI people anyway?
Supplementary to what we're
Our
speaking about.
requirements.
So,
Mrs.
again, before we finish, Lord Cranston, thank you very much for what
Well,
you've done.
it's been a pleasure.
We'll have a
Thank
good
you.
night with you.
Pleasure.
We'll have a good night with your
With a
young
good
lady
lady.
later on.
Good. Good.
You can go to your bed and we're
You can go to your bed.
It's
You'll
only
entertain.
25, you know.
This is 2, James. James, may we call him James again for the last time?
Oh,
I
maybe?
would think we could just.
Maybe? Yes. Yes.
I
maybe.
just think we could just put
So,
in
Jimmy-
the drink.
To your greenhouse yet
I
again.
know.
Oh yes, in the drink. Oh yes.
Oh, never.
Oh, and I'm finding a good drink. Good God, yeah.
Cheers.
So cheers.
Cheers,
and
Ian.
everyone- Cheers.
Cheers, Ian. Cheers, Ian.
Cheers. Cheers, Ian.
Cheers, Ian. This is
Cheers,
2.
Jimmy.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Jimmy. Lord Cranston.
From Cranston Hall, good night.
Cookies have a little bit of gin on the box. Toot-a-loot-a-loot-a-loot. Toot-a-loot-a-loot, toot-a-loot-a-loot-a-loot.
Ian, what more do we want to finish? We've never had live music, have we?
Never. Been to Dumbarton, never had live music.
To the Jack Anderson Bloom,
Jack Anderson Bloom, long may it bloom.
to Lord Cranston,
And his good lady, long may they bloom.
forever. From the two Ians. To the musician. To your gardener, Ben.
Thank you, Lady
To your
Cranston.
gardener, Will. To your daughter, Alison.
And Lord Cranston, what a wonderful day.
Ian, can we just turn around and say how we're going to finish?
We finish as we started.
Can we
With a
say
damn good drink.
to Lord and Lady Cranston,
Yes.
all the best?
See, Lady Cranston's got all the drink. La 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 la.
Where are we going next week, Ian?
Inverness. Inverness.
Inverness.
Inverness next week, ladies and gentlemen. Join us next week at Inverness.
We might go together here in between, but Inverness next week, Ian.
Awfully glad.
Awfully glad.
Awfully glad.
Jolly nice.
Well, thanks.